Hello friends, we start with our next problem solving session. If still you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it, because once you will subscribe, it will be more easy for you to go through all my video session. Okay, so this is our next problem solving session under theorems. So we start with our problem. The link of my previous video is already mentioned in my description box. Please go through it for just connecting that video to this video. Okay, so friends, this is our next problem. In this problem, again you have to find the Norton resistance and Norton current. See, I have taken a lot of different problems during my all sessions. That is our problem solving session. It is just to understand the different concepts applicable in the network while solving the problems. Okay, so that's why I am going through the rigorous problem solving sessions. Okay, so now in this question we'll find first Rn. We'll talk about Rn. Okay, that is our first. We will find about Rn. So as we know, all the active sources, that is your independent sources, goes off. So I am redrawing this network here. So that comes to be. So now I have redrawn this network. This voltage source gets short circuited because it is an independent source. So now you see, VAB is the voltage across the terminal AB. Okay, VAB is the voltage across the terminal AB. So one can say here VAB is what? Basically your V theta. Yes, you can say VAB is what? Basically your V theta. So if you see this I theta current here and 80I of current is flowing here. So what is the current here? Should I write it as I theta minus of 80I? Yes, because once it comes here, 80I comes here, it is added and the current here is I theta. Okay, so from here I should apply KVL here I am applying KVL. So minus 2 plus V theta is equal to 50K, that is 15 to 10 to power 3 into I theta minus of 80I. Very important, this is our first equation, or you can say it is 50 into 10 to power 3 I theta minus of, that comes to be 4 into 10 to power 6 of I. This is your first equation. This is V theta. Okay, this is V theta. Now we have to basically find I in terms of V theta or I theta, so that one can solve the problem. So I will apply second KVL here. Now see here, this comes to be minus of 0.001 VAB, that is equal to 8 into 10 to power 3 of I. Yes, so from here you can say that the value of I is basically minus of 1 upon 8 into 10 to power 6 of VAB. Can you write this? Yes, the value of I comes to be 1 upon 8 into 10 to power 6 VAB. Now what I will do, I will put this value here. So here V theta comes to be 50 into 10 to power 3 of I theta minus of 4 into 10 to power 6 into the value of VAB, that is minus comes to be plus upon 8 into 10 to power 6, and this is your what is VAB. Okay, so from here it will be cancelled out, it comes to be 1 by 2. So from here you can say V theta minus of VAB upon 2, that is 50 into 10 to power 3 of I theta. Okay, now from here you can see this VAB and V theta is equal. So I can write here as V theta minus of V theta by 2, that is 50 into 10 to power 3 of I theta. So that comes to be V theta by 2 is equal to 50 into 10 to power 3 I theta, or you can say V theta by I theta is equal to 100K, and that is your Rn. This is the value of Norton's resistance. Okay, so one can easily solve and find the value of Rn. Okay, just by repeating, try to get the concept. Simply we have apply one KVL here, one KVL here, and understand the current division. Okay, now we find the value of In. Now for finding out the value of In, what I am doing here, it is connected and this is a short circuit. current known as IN. Okay, so once here the terminals are AB and once it is short circuited, so you can say that the value of VAB goes 0. Yes, because these terminal get short circuited, and once this gets short circuited, whatever the parallel resistance come will also get short circuited. So I am redrawing this network here. Now see, when VAB goes 0, this source also goes 0 because it is a dependent source. It depends upon the value of VAB, and this is also get short circuited. So finally this is your next network. Okay, now from here you can say that the value of IN is minus of 80I. Yes, this is our first equation. Can you say the value of IN is what? Minus of 80I, because if you see at this node, this current is moving here, this current is moving here, so algebraic sum is 0, so IN plus of this is 0, so IN is equal to what? Minus of 80I. Now one can find the value of I from here by applying a law of KVL. So you can simply apply, so that comes to be minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 8 into 10 to power 3 of I. Okay, so from here you can say the value of I comes to be 1 by 4 milliamperes. This is the value of I. Now simply you can put this value here. The value of IN comes to be minus of 80 into 1 upon 4 milliampere. So that comes to be minus of 20 milliampere. This is the value of Norton short circuit current. Okay. So finally we have find the value of IN and RN, and if you say the equivalent network, this is A, this is B, this is RN, and this is your current IN. Very important. So the value of IN and RN we have already find. Okay, so this is all about this network. We move on with the next problem. Okay, so friends, this is your next problem. This was a gate question. This was a 1 mark question in which you have to find the value of Thevenin's resistance RXY. Okay, RXY is your Thevenin's resistance. So we will see how we find this Thevenin's resistance. Here it is an independent source, this is an independent source. So we will first redraw this network. So this network comes to be what? This is in this fashion. Okay, this is 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm, this is current I, this is twice of I. Now it is get open circuited. Okay, and here is the resistance 2 ohm, and this is your terminal, and I said let some voltage V theta I theta connected here. Okay, so now see, this terminal get open circuited because of presence of current source. Now I will remove this. I will remove this. Now very important thing, as I said earlier, don't try to convert this, otherwise the dependency of this element is not able to correlate in the network. Okay, so we never solve such branch. So this is your 1 ohm, this is your 2 ohm, and this is the current I theta. Now you have to find the value of V theta by I theta. I can say this is V theta, I can say this is also V theta. Yes, yes, I can say. So can I apply a law of KCL at these nodes? Yes. So if I apply, please see, the equation comes to be V theta minus of 2I divided by 1 ohm, the current which is flowing here. Similarly, the current which is flowing here, I can say it is plus of V theta by 1. Yes. Similarly, the current which is flowing here is, you can say, plus of V theta by 2. Yes. And the current which is coming here is minus of I theta, that is 0, is equation first. Very important thing, no current will enter here because of common potential node. Okay. So this is our simple equation. Here the very important thing, if you see from here, V theta upon 1 is basically your current I. Okay. So I will use this value here. You can say I is equal to V theta. So just by multiplying 2, I will get what? It is 2 of v theta minus of 4i plus of 2 v theta plus of v theta is equal to twice of I theta. Yes, 2 and 2, that is 4 plus 1, 5 of v theta minus of 4 into, again it is v theta, and that is what? Your twice of I theta. So that comes to be v theta upon I theta, that is what? 2 ohm, and this is your Rxy, that is 2 ohm. Okay, so very simple, we have solved this network. Okay, now friends, this is our next problem. See, just try to understand this problem. The problem is like, this is a linear network, some linear network is given here, and there is a terminal AB which is connected to this linear network. So in this problem, some conditions are mentioned, like the first condition is, when a resistance 10 kilo ohm is connected across AB, when some resistance is connected across AB, then the voltage across AB comes to be 6 volt. We don't know what is that linear network, but this is some linear network, and what will happen when some 10 kilo ohm resistance connected across this terminal, that voltage comes to be 6 volt, that is VAB. Similarly, when 30 kilo ohm resistance connected across these two terminal, then VAB comes to be 12 volt. So with these two conditions, it was asked that you have to determine the Thevenin's equivalent, Thevenin equivalent of this network. Okay, we don't know what is that network, but you have to find the Thevenin's equivalent of this network. And second condition was asked that you have to find the value of VAB across this terminal when 20 kilo ohm load is connected across AB. Okay, so this is the question. I think you understand. So we will see, if this is a linear network and one can ask about finding the Thevenin's equivalent, so we have to consider that this linear network is basically a Thevenin equivalent network, and accordingly we will solve this problem. Okay, so here this linear network I will consider as network which is consisting of resistance RTH and some voltage VTH. Since it is given that you have to determine the Thevenin's equivalent, this is your open circuit voltage and this is your Thevenin's resistance, and this is your terminal AB. Okay, so basically you have to find the value of VTH and RTH with these as conditions. Now the first condition is when 10 kilo ohm resistance is connected. So for the time being, I am considering let this resistance is R, because in first condition it is 10 kilo ohm and in another condition it is 30 kilo ohm. So I can say if some resistance R is connected and the voltage which is appearing across this terminal is VAB, okay, the voltage across this terminal VAB. So can you find the value of VAB? Can you find the value of VAB in terms of VTH and RTH? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. How it is possible? See, VAB actually the voltage, that is an open circuit voltage, this voltage is appearing across this resistance R. Okay, so can you find VAB by voltage division rule? Yes, this is a voltage. I will redraw this network. It is some kind of this structure. Here is your VTH, this is your VTH, this is your RTH, this is your R, and here this terminal AB where the voltage appearing is VAB. Okay, and this is your VTH. So can you able to find VAB with voltage division rule? Yes, it is what? It is R upon R plus of RTH into VTH. I say let this equation is A. Yes. Now if we apply these two condition 1 and 2, so I can say the value of VAB when 6 volt, the value of resistance R is 10K, so it is 10 upon 10 plus RTH. I will consider let RTH is in kilo ohms. Okay, this I have just taken a consideration. So I can say this is your equation first. Similarly, when R is equal to 30K, so VAB comes to be 12 volts, so it is 12 is equal to 30 upon 30 plus of RTH. This is your equation second. Yes. So with the help of these two equation, this is VTH, this is VTH. Okay, I just forget VTH, so please keep in mind here VTH is also written. So it is 6 equal to 10 upon 10 plus RTH into VTH, 12 equal to 30 upon 30 plus RTH into VTH. So with these two condition 1 and 2, can you able to find the value of VTH and RTH? Yes. So if you solve these two equation, I'll directly write the value of VTH and RTH. I'll directly write the value of VTH and RTH. This VTH comes to be 24 volt and this RTH comes to be 30K. So if I solve these two equation 1 and 2, okay, this is a very simple equation, you just solve. I am not solving here. I will directly write the value of VTH as 24 volt and the value of RTH as 30 kilo ohm. So you have solved the first thing, that the Thevenin's equivalent is what? Here the Thevenin's equivalent of this network, that network which I have already removed it. So I will redraw it. This is your VTH and this is your RTH, and that was your terminal AB. So this is your RTH and this is your VTH, where VTH comes to be 24 volt and RTH comes to be 30K. Okay, with these terminal AB. So this was your linear network. Okay, this was your linear network which we have find. Now if you find the value of VAB, now you have to find value of VAB when you can say the value is 20 kilo ohm, that is the load. It means when a load of 20K connected, you have to find VAB. Basically you have to find this voltage VAB. Okay, so yes, you can easily find that voltage by just applying this formula. Very simple, because now we know the value of VTH and R. So the value of R here is what? That is 20K. So VAB comes to be 20 upon, it is what, 20 plus the value of RTH is 30, the value of VTH is what, 24 volt. So if you solved it, the value of VAB comes to be what it is, 9.6 volt. So this is the value of VAB. If you solve it, you will get the value, this 9.6 volt. So this is a simple question in which we understand that sometimes if some conditions are given, simply apply the concepts of Thevenin's. It is as he has asked about Thevenin's, so we have applied the concept of Thevenin's. If they ask about the concept of Norton's, you simply apply the concept of Norton's, and one can easily find the values just by putting condition one by one. Okay, so this is all about this problem. This problem was also in various examination, that's why I have taken this problem. Okay,